Hey, what's happening, you left-handed Litleo? I have finally tried the Mega Absol, Mega Kangaskhan deck, and I specifically tried out Gabriel Fernandez build that he used to get to the finals of the Belo Horizonte Regional Championships a couple weeks ago now. I was away for a couple weeks, so I didn't have time to play with this right after that weekend where Belo Horizonte and Milwaukee Regional Championships went down, and this deck kind of took over in terms of, it was like the spotlight deck for the weekend. It didn't win either of the tournaments, but it definitely was the deck that was most talked about post-event. And like I said, this is Gabriel Fernandez build, which is quite a bit different than Towards build with the trolley. And I do plan on trying Towards build at some point. I was actually, the day I was playing this on stream, I was going to try Towards build as well, but didn't end up having enough time, so I can only play so much Pokemon. Before we jump to this and I talk about the changes that I've made to the build, gotta give a huge shout out to Dragon Shield, of course, as always, for sponsoring the channel. Of course, I love them for their card sleeves, but they make a bunch of other high quality card game accessories. But if you're looking for some sleeve recommendations, I'm a big fan of their matte style of sleeves. The blood reds, the magentas, the tangerines are some of my favorite colors, but they got a whole bunch over there, a bunch of different styles as well, the classics, the dual mats, the non-glare. Check them out, dragonshield.com. A link, of course, will be in the description, and code AzulGG will get you a discount over there as well. So anyone who is unfamiliar with this deck, and if you're unfamiliar with this deck, you must be living under a rock or something, because this has been the deck for quite a while now. This deck centers around setting up the Mega Absol EX, 200 HP basic Pokemon. The terminal period attack is actually an attack we use in this deck. I think like basically every other Mega Absol deck that I've played with so far on the channel has basically never used the terminal period attack. It's all about the Claw of Darkness, and it's mostly just been in Zoroark, if I'm remembering correctly. But terminal period for Dark Nicholas, if your opponent's active Pokemon has exactly 6 damage counters on it, that Pokemon is knocked out, which with a couple Munkidoris is actually not too hard to set up. And then the Claw of Darkness for 2 dark and a colorless, it does 200 damage. Your opponent reveals their hand, and you discard a card you find there. You get to look at their hand and discard a card. Super impactful, super powerful effect on an attack. Only 200 damage. Only 200 damage. That doesn't even KO a Fezandipiti, but it's got a lot of HP. It's a basic Pokemon. It's pretty good. So there's 3 Munkidori in here, 2 Mega Absol. Mega Absol is the main attacker in the deck, but Mega Kangaskhan does come up as an attacker pretty often. There's Ursaluna in here for the late game, Fez for draw power, Latias for mobility, and there's the Pecharunt EX in here as well for more mobility. And a cool kind of board state you can set up with this deck as far as that goes is you could be attacking with Mega Absol on the active, and then through Latias, with its ability Skyliner, you could retreat your Mega Absol into Mega Kangaskhan. And Mega Kangaskhan is sometimes an attacking option in this deck, but it's also a big part of your draw engine with that errand run or run errand ability. Once you turn this Pokemon into the active spot, you may draw 2 cards. So you retreat your Absol into your Kangaskhan, you draw 2 cards with Kangaskhan, and then you use Pecharunt EX's ability to push your Absol back into the active, and then Claw of Darkness or Terminal Period for your attack returns. So your bench looks like Pecharunt, Latias, Absol, Kangaskhan. You have 2 free spots to work with. It could be Munkidoris, it could be the Tatsugiri, it could be Fezandipiti EX. You have some pennies to also move stuff around on your bench to create space for new threats or new options and stuff like that. The big card that was in this deck and has been in this deck that I have taken out is the Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon, which is a huge part of this deck during the weekend that it was played, and did really well at the regional championships. But since then, all of the decks that it beats have started to tech against it. We start to see Lucarios in Golden Go, Lucarios in Zoroark. We've been seeing Gouging Fires in Charizard. It seems like a lot of people, rightfully so, playing decks that usually lose to like dedicated Cornerstone decks. I mean, this isn't like a quad Cornerstone deck, but like double Cornerstone plus some Turbo Energizes plus some Munkidoris is hard for stuff like the Golden Goes, the Zoroarks, and the Charizards to overcome. So rightfully so, they've all started to tech really heavily for Cornerstone, getting it to the point where it's almost like not worth playing the Cornerstone yourself in the Mega Absol, Mega Kangaskhan deck. So I just cut them completely. Once I saw like my 3rd Lucario EX in a non-dedicated Lucario deck on ladder, I was like, all right, I'm done with this. They win. They're going to beat my Cornerstone. What if I just don't play Cornerstone and I make the deck better without Cornerstone? Like a better version of the deck without Cornerstone. So that's what I've kind of come to with this build. Like I said, the build originally comes from Gabriel Fernandez, and the big differences between his build and Towards build is his build is more built around Lillie's Determination as the initial draw power, and you still play Turbo Energize to accelerate the energy in play, but doesn't play the Lively Stadium to give more HP. Instead plays Town Stores, which aren't just good for finding Turbo Energize, but also good for finding stuff like Bravery Charm and even a Counter Gain that is played in here. And then you have the power of the Unfair Stamp after your opponent takes that first KO, you can unfair stamp them down to 2 and then hit them with a Claw of Darkness, which is a pretty powerful combo. You have your opponent shuffle their hand to the deck, they draw 2 cards, and then you take one of them away. Now, of course, if you take a KO and they have Fezandipiti in play or Mew or something like that, they will be able to draw up past that, but that's one of the things you try and deal with how you attack and what you attack on that turn specifically. So super powerful combo in the Unfair Stamp plus Mega Absol EX. And this is specifically powerful in some of this deck's harder matchups, stuff like Raging Bolt and Ceruledge. Having the Unfair Stamp, it definitely gives you a better chance into those matchups. Unlike the build with the Trolley, those matchups are really, really tough, and you basically don't have a really good, solid win condition against them. But with this build, the Unfair Stamp is your win condition. You set up a couple Absol, they take their first initial knockout, it might be on an Absol, it might be on something else, and then you hit them with the Unfair Stamp, and then you attack with Absol, and you kind of go from there. So you actually have a solid route to actually win games in those matchups, where the Trolley build, you just kind of, I don't know, you try and get there eventually. But it's tough. It's tough for the Trolley build. We got the Psyduck in here as a counter to the Dusknoirs up against Charizard Dusknoir and Dragapult Dusknoir. Mostly Dragapult Dusknoir. The Charizard matchup is really, really hard without Cornerstone, but if you're playing Cornerstone and they tech for it with like a Gouging Fire or the Ho-Oh, then you're going to have a bad time anyways. So, like I said, I've just kind of given up on that. I'll put the Duck in play, start swinging on them with Absol and hope it's enough. I do have a one of Tatsugiri in here. This is something that Gabriel actually didn't play, but we did see Tord play in Milwaukee. And after playing some games with this deck and going up against more aggressive matchups where you can't really afford to put Kangaskhan in play, I definitely really like the idea of the Tatsugiri, because there's some matchups against like fighting decks specifically, like Garchomp and stuff, where putting Mega Kangaskhan in play is basically giving your opponent like 3 free prize cards on a turn, but having some form of onboard, not draw support, but support through the attract customers to be able to help us find supporters throughout the game is a pretty big deal. And also in basically any matchup, it can be pretty good to be able to attract customers for the really pivotal Penny or Boss's Orders in like a situation where it has a really high impact on the board state. So I like the Tatsugiri for sure. Another card that Gabriel didn't play was the Yveltal, and I'm not sold on this in the deck, especially this build specifically, but I was coming up with what to add into here once I cut the cornerstones, and I had space for it, so I was like, why not? The card's good in here for sure. You got the Pecharunt EX, you got the Munkidoris, like, it's not a bad card to play, so this is like under-tested in this build for sure, but went ahead and threw it in. Of course, because we don't play Trolley, we still need to have some form of Pokemon search. The really cool thing about the Trolley build, and I will play with the Trolley build eventually, and come at y'all with a video breaking it down. I probably will be a build without Cornerstone as well. So, I mean, I'll probably get to that next week or sometime. It won't be that long. Probably some next week sometime after Lil. Maybe we'll see what kind of builds or what people do with Mega Absol at Lil over this weekend, and then might be inspired by some of that with a future build. But we do need to see some form of Pokemon search besides just drawing into our Pokemon. If you have the Trolley, you basically can really set yourself up on the first turn of the game as long as you find it. We don't have that luxury, so we play 4 Nest Ball, and then I do play 2 Mega Signal in here. I was finding with this deck, I was struggling to just like find my Pokemon, so I've upped the Pokemon search count a little bit. I guess another call out that I'll mention about Gabriel's build, Gabriel was playing 3 Mega Kangaskhan, which it is nice to find your Kangaskhan, but it is also nice to be able to find other stuff as well. So I went with like another Mega Signal over the 3rd Mega Kangaskhan, but I would maybe even go a step further and like add like another Mega Signal, or maybe you put the Mega Kangaskhan back in. Just like finding Pokemon felt a little bit tough without the Trolley in here, I'll say that. For supporter lineup, did I already talk about this? I didn't talk about this. Right. 4 Lilies, 3 Boss, got 2 Counter Catcher in here as well as for more Gust effects. 2 Arven, so there's still some Arvens in here despite the fact that we're not playing Trolleys. It's just good to find your really impactful item cards, stuff like Energy Search, or being able to go like Arven for Nest Ball plus Turbo Energize on the first turn of the game is really impactful. Finding your Enhanced Hammer to Enhanced Hammer the Mist Energy in the Mirror match, or the Legacy Energy in the Ceruledge matchup. Night Stretcher for your recovery, stuff like that. Ciphermaniac is also an inclusion here that is not being played in the Trolley builds from what I've seen, and this obviously synergizes super, super well with the Run Errand on the Mega Kangaskhan, and specifically to help us find stuff like the Unfair Stamp and the Mist Energy. The Mist Energy is a really big deal in the Gardevoir matchup, because Mew EX gets to copy any attacks of our active Pokemon. Also, Guardy plays Munkidori, and it's really easy for Guardy to get damage in play to then use their Munkidori. So a play that Gardevoir can do is they set up 2 Munkidoris, they get Mew EX in the active, and then they use both Munkidoris to put 6 damage counters on our Mega Absol EX, and then use Mew to copy Terminal Period to knock out our Mega Absol. But if we have a Mist Energy on our Mega Absol, they can't do that because the Mist Energy will prevent effects of an attack, and the attack Terminal Period is an effect. The knockout effect of it is an effect. So Mist would prevent that. So finding Mist Energy is super important. I did go up to 3 Mist Energy in here because I did cut the Fighting Energy, of course. And then the Ciphermaniacs, like I said, can really help with that as well, finding those Mist Energy. I might want to try and go up to an 8th Dark Energy, though, still. Because when you had the Fighting Energy in here, you did have like 9 Basic Energy, which was kind of cool. So having like 1 less Basic Energy makes it harder to Turbo Energize. But yeah, I'm not sure about that. 3 Mist Energy, 2 Penny to help heal heavily damaged Pokemon, or just create bench space. That comes up a lot of the time, to be honest. Like, we end up with something that we maybe want in play in the early game, or we open something like Ursaluna EX that we don't even want to play to begin with. So Penny being able to like kind of fix our bench as we go throughout a game, especially in board states where we start to lean into like a clutch Yveltal game plan, creating more bench space for Munkidoris or the Yveltal, or just like another attacker to set up us behind the Yveltal. The pennies can be super important for. There is only 1 Iono in here, but the Unfair Stamp is the big, when we're going in with hand disruption, we're trying to like basically win the game through Unfair Stamp pretty often, or nerf our opponent's next turn so much that we get ahead in the prize exchange and they can never really make a comeback. So we don't really need to disrupt too heavily into the mid-late game. Once we hit them with that Unfair Stamp turn, that's kind of all we need. And sometimes in the early game, we're just ahead and we're just kind of cruising, and then we don't need the Unfair Stamp until the late game after our opponent has started to make a comeback. So 2 Energy Switch, super impactful card to be able to use multiple Munkidoris throughout a turn through a single energy, or to be able to use a Munkidori and then E-switch the energy from the Munkidori to the Mega Absol. Super high impact card. The Enhanced Hammer, like I mentioned, only 1 Night Stretcher for recovery, 1 Pokégear as well for a little bit more digging for our supporters, but it's kind of more of a flexible card because it could find any supporter. If it's just a boss, it's a boss. If it's just a penny, it's just a penny. Obviously, a little bit more flexibility there. 2 Town Store to help us find our tool cards. 7 Dark through Mist, the Counter Gain, like I mentioned, 2 Bravery Charm. And then I am playing 3 Turbo Energize in here. I was initially playing the 2, and that's what Gabriel was playing. I did find myself pretty often just wanting to go with back-to-back TM Turbo Energize turns. Specifically in the mirror match, I found myself just wanting to go Turbo Energize, Turbo Energize. So I was like, I wanted to increase the outs to the Turbo Energize by a little bit, because of course on that first turn of the game we're more likely to find Lillies than the Arven. And even in situations where we have Arven and it could find us like Absol plus the Turbo Energize and use it, sometimes that's just not enough on the first turn of the game. Sometimes we're just not seeing enough through Arven, so we just want a Lillie anyways. So increasing our odds of finding the Turbo Energize off the Lillie is a big deal. And I could have done it by adding a 3rd Town Store instead. And I could still make that switch at some point maybe. But I have, like I said, I found myself a lot, very often, like turn 1 going second, and then turn 2 after that, just going back-to-back Turbo Energize turns. Just loading up a bunch of energy in play, sending up like multiple Absols or an Absol and multiple Munkidori. And specifically in the mirror match, I found myself doing that pretty often. And sometimes I would prize a Turbo Energize, and I feel pretty bad when I can't back-to-back Turbo Energize. So I added in a 3rd Turbo Energize instead of like another Town Store, because I just want to increase my odds of not prizing one of my 2 Turbo Energize and not being able to go for back-to-back turns of Turbo Energize. So that's why there's 3 of those in there. And that's it. That's my current take on the Absol Mega Kangaskhan deck. Like I said, I will try out the trolley build. I have not given that one a shot yet. And I will say, I definitely played quite a few games with this deck where I was like, man, trolley just seems kind of broken here. I have the Arven, I have the energy, but I kind of have to play Lillie because my hand is so weak going into that next turn if I Arven here. So I have to commit to the Lillie instead, or I would only have Lillie. And I was like, well, if I could just find an Arven here, if I just had an Arven in this hand for trolley plus Turbo Energize, that would feel really good. But on the flip side of that, it definitely felt pretty good to Unfair Stamp my opponent after they took their first KO and just kind of take over the game with Claw of Darkness. So that also felt pretty good. I'm not going to lie. So I definitely understand. I see the value of the trolley, of the Unfair Stamp. Definitely need to give the other build a try. But with that said, let's jump some action and I'll show y'all how it runs. Mirror match? Sure. I have no idea how to play the mirror. I assume you want to... Actually, that's like, I'm actually not 100% sure how you want to play this. Me and Chip actually ran into Hale at Milwaukee and like asked him, and he said you want to use Absol in the mirror. I assumed you would just use Kangaskhan and hope to get lucky, is how I assume the mirror plays out. They just gave me Town Store. Interesting. But Hale was like, nah, you wanna use Absol, take away resources. I was like, when I was like thinking about the matchup, I was like, oh, you set up Kangaskhan. Well, they just benched this guy. I guess this guy stops Kangaskhan, right? Kind of annoying. Absol with Mist. Mr. Absol. Oh, to stop there. Dude, but it's so hard to get for them to get to a terminal period. Like, I guess it's not impossible though. I mean, I'm benching this. This gives me the Turbo Energize, but I might have to use it with Munkidori. I think I just play this and see what I get because I don't want to commit the Mist to the Kangaskhan here. I don't know if I can move the Munkidori because I might need to attach a Munkidori. So I think I just Lillie. What if I got Arven here? What would I get? And then I end up with this Mist on my active, which is just kind of an L. I think I'm just gonna play this. I just want, these hand just kind of sucks. I just want more cards. I whiffed energy? Dude, of all the things to whiff. What does this play? 11 energy? It's never lucky, man. Alright, well, that's pretty bad. I just lose. I don't just lose, but it's not feeling good. I don't even know where I want this yet. Probably on the Absol though, right? Does that even matter? The Mega Bravery Charms don't even matter, right? Necessarily, they could matter, but... I mean, I didn't even draw like a Nest Ball to get Latias, so even if I commit the energy... Maybe they whiff too, though. Oh, they also put a... Oh, no, but they have the free retreat to Latias. Oh, but they put the Bravery Charm on the active. I'll see what they do here, I guess. You know, Yuri in this deck? The idea of it's kind of cool. I don't... yeah, I think the idea of it's cool. What the heck is this, man? I mean, they're doing it, bro. They're doing the thing. Okay, well, now my Bravery Charm matters. Ooh, top deck. Someone hit the animation. Wanna wonder, wanna wonder. Ahead. Oh no, but I'm turbo energizing. Dude, I'm trolling, man. I was like, I'm not shuffling the deck here. Sure, whatever. Slightly throwing. Slightly trolling. I forgot, I was like, I'm not shuffling my deck. I should be good. Psych. I mean, I guess I couldn't interact with my Ciphermaniac anyways next turn. I guess unless I top decked. But I have to top deck, like, Latias. I was like, man, I really want to save this energy on my Munkidori. I don't want to lose this energy. Oh, but I would need an energy for my Absol anyways. Dude, it's just a big throw. It's just a big throw. There's like a higher chance that they have boss than I do. So I think I should attack into the Badoo, right? Attacking into the Badoo seems really bad, but... Yeah, attacking into their Badoo seems like kind of terrible. The Badoo is actually like doing insane work here. Shout out to Doom. I guess I just turbo energize again though, right? Like I just turbo energize again. It's not that bad, I guess then. I shouldn't have played this probably. I should have held on to this. It's not that big of a deal though. I would tell you. Make some big fellas. Maybe this is the better play anyways, actually, just to turbo energize again, to be honest. So maybe this is like the play to do. I can go, do I forget? How do I look at this card? Okay. I feel like I should just fully load this guy. Maybe I should have split it though, because I could go boss my Mega Kangaskhan now and then do it. But the play from them is definitely boss, right? Honestly, I feel like I can respond to the boss play pretty good here, though. Unless they get 2 heads or 3 heads. If they get 3 heads, I guess honestly it's pretty good for them. Oh, no boss. Okay. How do you like this list compared to Tord so far? I don't know. I played 0 games with Tord's list. They're swinging. They're going to KO. Well, I'm going to unfair stamp you. What are we doing here? I think this is like good. I feel like I'm in a good spot. I feel pretty good about this. I kind of don't want to bench Latias, to be honest. Like, what if I just like played this board? Does that work? What do you feel about Crispin for the deck? Crispin seems pretty bad. It just seems like hard to utilize. Unfair stamp discard would be brutal. I'd rather just unfair stamp them myself now, though, right? Like unfair stamp punch. Sounds better. And I'm probably gonna go wide here. Let's just go wide. I was like, do I just want to avoid benching stuff? Nah, let's just get in there. Let's just do it. Let's just do the thing, man. Let's just go. Munkidori. Latias. I'm just gonna E-hammer this now. Nest Ball. Oh, do I even want anything off this? I don't even know. Pech? I probably should unless I do want the Pech. Oh, my Fez's prize. I didn't check my prize cards. Sure, Pech. I don't know, give me the draw engine shenanigans. Sure. I wanted to put the counter gain on another Mega Absol. I don't know how they're gonna go about. I probably don't need to worry about that yet, though, to be honest. Yeah, I could rip there, but then I leave them with an 11 card hand. It's like, is that even? I'm also not taking a knockout here. I'm not really that scared of their unfair stamp, to be honest. There's only 1 Iono in this build as well, though. So like my follow up, what's it called, is just kind of weak, but maybe that's fine. I don't know. This seems. I think I'm in a pretty good spot. It seems good to me. Maybe should have attached to the Munkidori instead, though. I think that's not terrible. Luminous Night Stretcher. They can't use the Night Stretcher, so it's pretty easy. Discard a Luminous, I guess. How does my opponent even win from this situation? I guess in the mirror match, you just always double turbo energize. I feel like you always just back-to-back turbo energize in the mirror, unless you're like really in a really good spot to start attacking initially. You push it 3 months there. Dark Ice. But I think we just cook them here, right? Like, how do they even win? This is why you save Charm for Pecharunt? Yeah, I could have maybe saved the second Charm. Well, they're using Kangaskhan, so I'm scared of them. This Charm makes sense for sure, right? Maybe the second Charm doesn't make any sense, though. The second Charm on the Kangaskhan maybe doesn't make sense. I can see that. Luminous, why don't they play Prism? Yeah, it's got to be trolling, right? It's definitely... I don't have a reason to do a ton here. I want to see more, though. Retreat, draw 2. I'm fine with punching the active here, I think. I'm just going to build up damage on my active with poison. And Pech on it. Oh, I should have. Oops. Never punished. Love to see it. Should definitely Town Stored first, obviously, but don't talk to me. I'm kind of chill. I'm kind of chill with just punching the active, right? I could see I have a counter catcher here, but I'm not drawing prize cards, so I kind of don't want to play the counter catcher. I'd rather like boss this next turn or something. I don't know. Man, they are just getting bodied out here. So it's pretty bad for them. I'm not gonna lie. I guess it is losable. Man, is this losable? How would I ever lose this? This feels unlosable. I think Erica and Dango's a good enough answer for Absol Box? No clue. Have to test it. They don't play wasted discard megas, so there's that, I guess. But can't they just fill their bench with a bunch of one prizers, maybe? I don't know. They penny cheese you? Penny what? There's nothing for them to penny. They don't have a good... They don't even... Like, if they penny their Ogerpon, who cares? Need to line up a terminal period term, but it seems too far gone here. Yeah, that's also like basically impossible, right? They found their energy. They could. All right, listen. They do have an out. They could hit a lot of heads here. Okay, chill. I guess there was an out though. Like if they hit a lot of heads here, that would have been pretty bad. High price turn. I don't know. We can do. I mean, we can do anything. I don't even know what I want to do, to be honest. Let's just. I can literally do whatever I want. I kind of want to attack with Kangaskhan here, to be honest. I kind of don't want my Absol on the active. But also, like taking another card out of their hand is kind of cool. But how could they even KO my Absol? I may as well hit them with the Absol, right? No, let's just draw 2. You could win with Penny Monkey here. I don't think so, could I? Penny plus Monkey? No, because this thing does... I would just draw 5 this turn. There's no way to draw 6 prize cards, I don't think. Attacking with a new Absol. That would be kind of crazy, too. Yeah, we could fresh Absol. Wait, yeah, you can. Wait, win? Any monkey E-switch for third monkey? Oh, if I got a third monkey. Oh, wait, I could get a third monkey. I can't penny twice. I can't triple monkey now. Now we're all on the same page. I kind of just feel like attacking with this Absol is just fine, to be honest. Unless I'm missing something. Because, like, how could they even KO this next turn? Is this even KOable? Can they KO this Absol? I don't think they can, right? Second monkey plus third monkey from prizes. Can I prize a monkey? I am gonna KO the cornerstone here, though. Oh, but no, then I could give them. Then I give them Ursaluna. Okay, so I want to give them, huh? Kill Badoo first. I don't care about Luna. Dude, I care about Luna. Do I have a Munkidori prized? If I have a Munkidori prize, I'll go for the play for sure. But I don't know. I don't think I do. I think they're both in the deck, right? I don't know if I prize a Nest Ball, maybe. Dude. All right, let's just go all out. Let's say there's something prized. Let's say there's something prized. For the content? Yeah, for the content. Oh, let's go. Well, there was a monkey prize. This list plays 3 monkey. 6 prize turn, not a big deal, not a big deal. My opponent was definitely trolling and throwing, though. They did the aggressive Badoo thing, but, like, yeah, I mean, this hand is a massive L. Whatever, though. Like, opening this guy sucks. Oh, never mind. It's pretty good. Chill. He's chill. This is actually my guy right here. Y'all be disrespecting him for some reason. I don't know why. It's pretty rude. Actually, him in the active staring down a Soul Rock is not great. We don't love that. I don't love that. Lack of Pokemon in the hand also don't love. Surprise, the Turbo Energize. Okay. Because I'd like rather open something like Munkidori and then set up my... Like, yeah, I just don't want my guy to take the early punches, but it's fine. He'll be okay. He theoretically, like, will be fine. Theoretically. My guys chill like that. How many boss are in this list? 3. Prize of boss. Gonna do a little prize checking. Do a wee bit of prize checking. I guess I have Penny as well. We can make something happen with Penny depending on the top deck. I guess I understand the value of Tatsu in like these type of situations for sure. They could also whiff the turn 1 attack, I guess. Like it is technically possible, although very unlikely. Are you saying I have only Ogrepons for this matchup? Ogrepons and Munkidoris. That's it. 3 Munkidori, 2 Ogrepon. That's like the ideal board state. And then use your like if they punch me with a Soul Rock, I Munkidori, like you just out Munkidori, you just out resource them basically. They run out of ways to punch your Ogrepon before you win the game. Is basically how the game goes. I mean, I guess I am just Arvening for Nest Ball for... Oh, did I even check for second Ogrepon? I don't think I did. As long as second Ogrepon's in there, we just win. You understand the value of Tatsu in every situation at this point? True. You'll push the 14 months there, Cups. Yeah, Ogrepons and Monkey... Oh! Uh-oh. Threat acquired. Well, how fast can they get to it, though? How fast? How quickly can this be set up? It's going to be interesting now. It's going to be interesting. I respect it, though. I think if you're playing Golden Go right now, you kind of have to play a heavy answer for Cornerstone. So I respect the inclusion. I respect it. Makes sense. I could pivot. Okay, they didn't attach to this off the rip. That's good for us. So I can set up my second Cornerstone as long as it's in there. Or Ogrepon, not Cornerstone. We can go from there. Honestly, I maybe messed up with my energy attachment. This maybe should have been a Dark Energy. Ooh, 80 chill. Okay. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Yeah, putting the Funny Energy here was actually a mistake the more I think about it, to be honest. I didn't even check for the thing. Ah, it's in there. Okay, we're chilling. Should have been the Dark. Now it feels worse for it to be the Dark, though. Oh, I prized the fighting. I literally said I prized the fighting. Wait, how do I play this then? I said I prized the fighting, right? So I just kind of trolled. Oh no, that was last game. I didn't prize the fighting. Oh no, this was this game, but I messed up my prize cards. Thank goodness. Yeah, putting the fighting here was trolling. Should have been the Dark, but now like I could put the Dark here, move 30 over. But I want to be able to boss KO this next turn. So I think I do this, and then this. It's fine. You appreciate 3 months there, Bryce Green. I like the question is, can they find Lucario this turn? Well, they can recover this thing. I could find another boss by the time that happens or something. I don't know. It makes things. It'll make things interesting. It's definitely an unfavorable matchup, probably. I don't. Actually, I guess I don't know for sure, but I would assume this is unfavorable. Like, I'm fortunate to like have this kind of start where I can threaten the boss KO Riolu next turn, but. If they with Lucario, boss KO Riolu works, right? I mean, like, technically, yeah, but they're just gonna go Night Stretcher bench Riolu. I don't know how many Night Stretcher they play, though. Is it, like, one? Or, like, one Super Rod? Like, that's, like, the question at this point. It's, like, how much recovery do they play? I'm actually not sure. We'll see. See what they got. Most play one Rod. Yeah, it is, like, one Rod, right? This is why if you play the Riolu, you have to play Ultra Ball, because you need to be able to evolve this thing aggressively. Oh, they're just hiding. They're just protecting this guy. Or they have Boss KO Monkey. But this unlocks my retreat. This is like so good for me. This is so good for me. Now they don't know that. I don't think this play from them is terrible. Yeah, they don't know. They don't understand how good this play is for me though. Can't really fault them too much for making the move. Because, like, this isn't that threatening to me. Like, them punching this with a Soul Rock is not that big of a threat. This is, like, almost a bigger deal for them. So the play from them is probably correct. It just is not very good. Obviously, they can't see my hand, so... Honestly, if I top that Counter Catcher here, I'd probably go Counter Catcher Iono, knockout. I prize the boss. The thing is, they can't take a knockout next turn anyways, so it's almost like Counter Catcher is higher value to use this turn. If I could find it. Oh, but is it in the deck? Dude. Oh, there's two of them, though. One of them should be in the deck. If it's not, I just misplayed. Okay, one of them's in the deck. The other one's prized. That's why checking your prize cards is so important. Yeah, it's pretty important to actually use the Counter Catcher. Ooh, that's it? That's all you got? Maybe they... What? You're not gonna... Did they prize that recovery? Maybe. Dude, I'm not winning any coin flips out here. I guess everyone just wants to go second, though. Like, whatever they expect. Ooh, it'd be bad to get item locked here, but nothing to do. Don't want to give them Town Store. I mean, it could be Grimmsnarl. It could be the other deck. I don't know. They bench locked themselves from Cleffy, so they couldn't do much regardless. Yeah, they could punch me. What do you mean? They could punch you with the Chi-Yu with a maximum belt, and then I have to KO it. Or hold the maximum belt, just punch you with the Chi-Yu. Dude, they have it anyways, bro. Every time, bro. How does this matchup go? Wait, can we just Cornerstone them? I just realized Grimmsnarl can't punch Cornerstone. That's not good enough, though, right? We probably go into Absol. Actually, I don't even know. The Cornerstones would get beat up by the Frostlass, but honestly, that doesn't seem terrible. Like, we could just chase Frostlass and use Cornerstone, right? How did they deal? How did they respond to that? Maybe I shouldn't have done this, to be honest. I should have waited to see what I drew. Because, goodness, that is really bad. Oh, goodness. Well, pretty bad. I guess I keep around the option of a Cornerstone. There's a Dark Energy. I still gotta cut this Kangaskhan. Penny to Arven, Iono, double Cipher. Played a Lillie, prize a, oh, played a Lillie, have a Lillie in hand. Nest Ball prized. Gear, double counter, Unfair, Stretcher, E-Switch. Have an E-Switch, double charm, counter catcher. Prize a Turbo Energize. That's where I'm play. One Mist, prize a Mist. Unfair is... What else did I prize? Enhanced? Honestly, I forget that Enhanced is a thing in this deck. Absol Claw owns this deck. I could see that, yeah. Grimmsnarl plays so heavily out of hand, you never even have to play around on-board draw support. Probably a lot of it depends if we go first or second, right? Depending on, like... We could just go with Absol and be okay, probably. Are you cutting Kank for other consistency mon? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna put a. Maybe I should have mentioned the other. No, the other. Ooh, double frost last. Ooh, kind of gross. I forgot what I was gonna put in here. I was gonna put something in here though. Put it in. Yeah, Tatsugiri. I was gonna put Tatsugiri in because it seems pretty good for like the last matchup. We just like the Garchomp matchup, stuff like that. Having some kind of draw support in play is kind of nice. I don't know if it was mentioned, but I'm pretty sure that Dawn releases tomorrow since it was in the Gengar deck. Pretty annoying. Oh, is it wait, do we actually get access to Dawn tomorrow? That's actually kind of insane. On live, yeah? Wait, that's kind of insane. Wait, this is also kind of insane, bro. Do I not have an answer to this? How do I answer this Yveltal? This is kind of a scam. We ain't clutched. I just had more Munkidoris, right? That's my answer. They clutch me, I go bench another Munkidori, move the damage over to a Frostlass. Honestly, I'm kind of fine with this situation. I actually don't. This doesn't even seem that bad for me. Oh, it's Munkidori. Dude, honestly, maybe we should play. Probably like the amount of games that we go back to back Turbo Energize is so high. In this build specifically, that doesn't play Arven. Oh, I don't even know if that's true. But like honestly, triple Turbo Energize in other builds, the other build too seems good. The amount of times we like I would love to Turbo Energize here, but I prize my second Turbo Energize, right? I almost want to Bravery Charm this. If I move 6 over, 20 and 20 out, 40, 60, clutch. Oh, clutch won't KO, okay. Put this here so they can't get an effective one hit at some point, probably. It's fine. Ooh, E-switch. Third Munkidori, E-switch off. KO Frostlass, that's pretty good. Also conserves my energy off from my active. Hold up. Wait, that's just like really, really good, right? Hold on, folks. Oh wait, I forgot I play Pech. Okay, I'm winning the Munkidori war. Who cares? I don't care what my opponent does. I'm winning. Oh, but then I don't have access to Counter Catcher. True. All right, maybe it's incorrect to play it like this, but I'm already committed to the play, so. Frostlass is annoying, so. Frostlass is advantageous to you if you have more monkeys. I guess that is fair. Maybe I should just like kept it. Maybe I should have maintained the Borsate. You might be right, actually. Also, now I give them access to Counter Catcher, right? No, you're probably right for sure. Yeah, I probably should just set up 2 Munkidoris, held the Nest Ball for a turn, move 6 over to a Frost. Actually, moving 6 over to the Grimmsnarl was probably better, right? Yeah, you're right. You're right. There was definitely a more chill line to take for sure. You time your terminal period with Frostlass ticking on Snarl? I mean, you can. I mean, it's not really how it works, though. Like, into their turn? Then you spawn trap their monkeys. Yeah, true. Yeah, definitely, I shouldn't have KO'd the Frostlass there. I probably should have just put 6 on the Grimmsnarl, to be honest. I should have just moved 6 to the Grimmsnarl and been like, okay, that's chill. Oh, no, but I guess they would have been able to KO my active Munkidori, actually, because they would set up a Munkidori plus double Frostlass plus clutch. You could have KO'd my Munkidori. Ooh, but then things would have got weird. Honestly, maybe I don't hate my play that much. Honestly, the more I think about it, the more I think I'm okay with the play that I made, to be honest. I don't know. It's interesting. The more I think about it, the more I think I am okay with the play I made, though. Because my Munkidori would start to go down into the next turn, for sure. And they also could have got aggressive and just gone Grimmsnarl, KO double Munkidori, right? But now that's like completely... That doesn't completely limit their options, but... Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I just kind of... The more I like my play. They have Counter Catcher now? Yeah, giving them Counter Catcher is like the one really big drawback, for sure. Now they don't have it, though, so... It might be okay. Oh, I guess I'm going to give it to them again. Yeah, sure. Unless I draw boss. So I just like remove this from play, right? And then I just win the game. Or how do they deal? How do they win if they don't have Frostlass? Is it winnable? I think it's winnable, right? I could probably Fez here, right? It's a good knockout. Oh, wait. Oh, no, they took the knockout through the... Chill. Bonk. Yeah, now they have no damage generation, right? And they can't... Yeah, I mean, this feels pretty good. Oh, now they can Yveltal trap my Fez. Cool, man. Why is this in play, bro? Who put my Fezandipiti in play? Come on, chat. What are you doing to me, man? Oh, my... Wait, hold on. Oh, they need Super Rod here. They played the 3-2, probably. Oh! The Horde, they're back. Wait, they're just like... This is literally the play they're going for. They're literally just going for... They're swarming. They do not... Dude, benching this was... Oh, okay, they went after my... Wait, now I'm just kind of confused. Are they clutch KOing or... No, they're not. They're just trying to make me burn an energy to retreat, right? Sure, sure, sure. Put on the low. Dude, that's a pretty good draw from them, I'm not gonna lie. It's almost like they're cheating, to be honest. Oh, wait, did they just give me the damage to work with though to KO this Munkidori? I'm gonna bench Absol. Attach to Absol. Bravery Charm to this guy. Both Bravery Charms are gone. I guess Counter Gain could still come up. And I want Latias because I want to preserve this energy, but I'm just like very unlucky, so whatever. I guess I should put the Bravery Charm on the other one because this guy's about to lose his energy. What a scam. Wait. 3-3. Yeah, what the heck? They just gave me a free prize card. If they didn't move this damage over, I couldn't... Oh, wait, no, they healed 10 off it. Well, actually, I don't know where that damage came from, actually. Maybe it doesn't matter, actually, the way it played out. I'll just take the free prize card, right? We're swinging, baby. Wait, there's more. Draw 2 cards. What the duck? Hey, Senor Garcia, do you usually go after the Frostlass in this matchup? I've been running into a few Grimmothy Charles at locals, and I'm out of practice fighting them. Yeah, Frostlass is a pretty good target. Although it definitely seems like... I mean, Cornerstone in this matchup seems kind of good, but you probably just get overwhelmed by Frostlass. If they get to play it slow... Like, you need the bigger threats, I almost feel like, to be honest. Yeah, I think going after Frost... Like, most of the... Yeah, the answer is not... I mean... It's not as simple as just always do it when you can. There's more nuance than that, but seems to be a pretty good line, yeah. Dude, what are they cheating? They just have that in hand there? Like, come on, man. Who are we trying to fool here? Don't they just lose? What am I missing here? Don't they lose? Like... I don't think I'm missing anything here. I think I just get the dub. They have to. They do KO one of my Munkidoris. This is true. One of my Munkidoris does go down here. Does that even matter? Coachon does feel like he gets overwhelmed in my experience. Yeah, it probably does, right? It's probably not good enough. Especially if you don't have access to counter catcher. Like if they're not drawing prize cards aggressively, which they can't if you have Cornerstone in the active, then it's like gonna be hard. You have to have boss like every single time. It's just like tough. Okay, hang on. What do I actually need to do here to win? It's obviously still losable, but actually, I'm not in an unfavored position, am I? Maybe I am. I don't really think about this too hard, to be honest. Oh wait, that was a really good top deck, right? So E-Switch Energy wins me the game as long as it's in there. Dude, every time, bro. How does he do it? Some say he cheats. Some say he hacks. What is the truth behind this madness? Technically, a Dark Energy is probably correct here. I just have to not over... Done! Terminal period, let's go! I did need to get a piece there. But I guess once I had the Cypher, I had like pretty high odds, right? There's like a lot of things I could... Well, there's not that many things I could have drawn there. Good enough thing. There's a certain amount. We're doing okay. Who cares about soon when there's now to be worried about? Soon is so far away. The time is now. And we need... I still prize double turbo Energize. That's insane. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Mist in a dark. I don't really want to commit the Nest Ball yet, but I'm definitely down to commit the Mega Signal because the only other Mega I want in play right now is the Absol. So let's get this guy set up and online. I'm going to turbo energize with this guy, right? So I can go attach active now. Because if they are going to clutch me, then I can attach again. Attach. I mean, I'm not really scared of getting clutched because we have so much mobility, though, right? Do I ever just not want this to get clutched? Like, do I not want 20 damage on this guy? Because I could get Latias or cheat to Latias or something. That seems weak. It's fine. Unless I really want to set up 2 Absols. See, I don't even know. Chilling. So what do you think about including an Articuno plus Water Energy in some decks as a tech against Alakazam decks? I have no idea what Articuno you're talking about, so I don't know. Maybe. Damage on you helps against Mirror? I mean, sometimes. Oh my gosh. That's all you got? It's time to retire, buddy. I mean, I'm hoping to Turbo Energize here, but I only have 1 Turbo Energize in the deck, so there's a very good chance that I don't draw into Turbo Energize. Oh, I could get Arven off this, though, so we could just commit to Aaron running first, sure. Let's go run some errands. What a sack. I guess I was going to Lillie here anyways. feelings and I. See, I have the Penny in the hand right now, so I think I might Penny my Kangaskhan next turn, but I still want to develop an energy into play. I guess I could develop this here still. Ooh. Nah, because I can just, like, patch this up, right? Okay, hold up, yeah. What am I thinking? Yeah, I'm kind of trolling. Just see more. I might be pennying next year. We'll see. We have stuff though. We're chilling. Wait, did I use it? I did. We should 9 months there, Squiggle. Wouldn't Trolley and Turbo Energize be a better combo to set up monkeys? Make it's fine, yeah. It could be. I mean, it's like not bad. Honestly, I do kind of wish I had Pecharunt in play though, because I don't want to. Huh, it's interesting. I don't really want to KO this, right? I'm not trying to KO their Yveltal here. I'm trying to like boss punch their 3-prizer. So, what do you think? Melee Memo is ever worth in this deck? No. The card literally is terrible. I don't even think it's probably not even good in Alakazam. Like, people are playing Melee Memo in Alakazam. It probably sucks in Alakazam as well, but... Have you considered to play Control for a regional this season? No. Welcome back, Azul. Will you still be trying Grim this format? I'm sure at some point. I remember you said you were about to play it before heading out to Milwaukee. However, you weren't able to stream that day. Yeah, at some point, I'm sure. Maybe next week sometime. Because, like, tomorrow, the new cards drop. Okay, I have access to boss now. Well, no, I can't retreat, actually, yet. Hold up. Wait, how's this going to go? They're so behind on energy attachments. I think literally just punch their Absol is probably a good... They would need attach, energy switch... And even then I could counter gain respond, right? It should be chill. Yeah, if I just punch this, I'm feeling pretty good, I feel like. I just really do not... I do not want to KO their active. KO their active here is so bad. Let me get some mobility off this. Oh, I didn't... I forgot I Iono'd. Oops. Oopsie. Dude, I do not want to... Dude, that's just so bad to kill this Yveltal, right? It's so bad. What do they get? The first punch on my setup, fully set up, ready to go, Absol? You punch with Kang. I don't want to punch with anything. You Lillied, actually? Oh, yeah, true. I did Lillie, yeah. They're playing the Lillie, so they have a higher Iono count. Stamp. Oh. Put a Mist down there. The Bravery Charm is better on the 2-prizers, right? Like, it's not even that good on these guys. Good monkey. No, I don't want a Munkidori any damage over. Do I? If they're gonna swing on the next turn, I don't know. What should I bench? I maybe don't know if I should bench that. Actually, I kind of like benching that because I kind of want to set up another one, right? Okay, I think I might Munkidori here actually. Oh, I could threaten the effective 2-hit on that, so I could actually do this. Hold up. Or the effective 1-hit with the Claw of Darkness possible. Well, if they swing here, that's so bad from them. They should never swing here, right? But they could. They could swing here. I would Turbo Energize here if I could, but I prize 2 Turbo Energize. So. Yo, what's up, Sweeney? This does give them a turn to Turbo Energize, but then I will get the first hit. I will get the first hit on their 3 prize Pokemon. So it's probably like, it's like not that bad. I still get the first hit. So I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling okay. I'll probably attach here, because then I could go like E-Switch Penny maybe. Although that's like a big investment, but I could do it. We'll see what happens. Attacking with Kanga isn't the worst here. Might even be able to KO an Absol. No, I'd rather just take away one of their good cards for sure. Hoopy X for Mirror Match. The Hoopy X just seems... Hoopy X seems fine. I don't know. It seems like an okay maybe way to close out games. Like you get your first 3 prize cards, then you have like Hoopa to KO their Kangaskhan or something. Did they just not attach a Turbo Energize here? Are you accounting for them just sniping the penny out of your hand? Not really, no. I didn't expect them to attack here though. I didn't think they'd actually attack here, so. I mean, isn't attacking here terrible? I'm trolling, like, they're just literally inting, right? Yeah, I didn't account for this because this is such a terrible play that if they do it, it doesn't matter what they discard. Like, this play is just awful. I literally get to KO their Mega Absol with Claw of Darkness. Like, yeah. Can't really account for this one, no. Sure. The game's just over, right? All right, maybe benching this guy was bad, to be honest. This might have been a little bit of a fraudulent play. I don't even want to penny this because I want the damage in play, right? Like, what can they do? Clutch? They could clutch. Okay, they could clutch. What you gonna do? Clutch? That's their outright. Their only play. But it's such a bad play because my monkeys... I got a developed monkey board, so I want to keep the penny. Honestly, I think I just hold the hand, right? So I could just go like... Yeah, I was thinking about playing Lilies, but I think I just keep bossing the other guy around. Some swell fellas. Oh, I had Petch. I don't need Penny. What the heck? Petch makes this unlosable. Yeah, I shouldn't have benched this guy. It was a little early, They have nothing set up. I'm like, what am I playing around here? I'm trying to figure out what I'm playing around. I'm about to draw 3 prize cards. This can hit for 180. So if I Bravery Charm this, I actually get out of Petch. They could go E-Switch Attach, Counter Catcher Iono. Okay, that's kind of scary. Beef him up a little bit. Get a little beefy. I don't want to penny it, though. 180. I have Boss and Penny. What else would I ever want? Boss, Penny, and E-Switch? Like, I have the perfect hand. All right, I'm not going to overthink it anymore. We're swinging. Huh? All right, I don't care about Eerie. Countercatcher or Iono. Countercatcher gives them the... If they don't disrupt my hand, then I have Penny anyways. E-Switch is bad. Honestly, their hand just kind of sucks. It's Iono or Countercatcher. Oh no, Countercatcher doesn't matter because I have Petch, so it's always the Iono, right? Yeah, it's always the Iono. Terminal Period has more aura. Nah, but I want that. I want to see what they got, you know what I'm saying? E-Switch does some Terminal, though. I don't know how they'd ever be able to Terminal off their current board state, but they would need a... No, what the heck? What are you even saying? You need to lock back in, Butler. That is an unreasonable unlocked statement right there. I get the E-Switch here? No, E-Switch isn't a threat. E-Switch isn't a threat. No, the Iono was the best thing to get rid of, because I literally have game on board. Yeah. E-Switch Hoopa EX KO. chill. No one's on that technology yet. I don't have. That's not real. That's literally fake. Dude, what if they're on that tech though? Well, they already attached returns, so they're not on the tech. Actually, I do have 6 energy and. Yo, okay, that could be because it definitely seems like double turbo energize in this matchup seems pretty good. Just taking your first turn to turbo energize twice. So then the Hoopa, if you turbo energize twice, Hoopa does KO Absol at that point. Dude, there's no way though, because like, yeah, like I like so far I played this mirror match like 3 times, but it's like I don't want to attack. I just want to turbo energize again for sure. But you put too many energy in play. Hoopa's swinging. Hoopa's swinging. They got to be going for. Oh, but I have Petch. It doesn't even matter. Oh, I just win. The game's over. I don't understand why they attacked. That's not very good. Let's go. It's cooked. Would you say this deck would be difficult for intermediate players? As you have to know the matchup and have a proper game plan, unlike straightforward decks like Sarah Ledge. But this deck isn't overly complicated, I would say. You need to know the matchup. Like I'm trying to think of like a good comparison. 2 isn't enough. I mean, we want to draw them. Like, yeah, I'm trying to think of like a good comparison. I don't know. Like the deck's not like overly complicated, but it's one of those decks where it's like you have very few choices, but if you mess up, it's really bad. Like some decks can like Gardevoir, you can make a ton of mistakes with Gardevoir and be fine. A deck like this, you can't really make like if you make a mistake, it is a lot more. It's gonna be have a lot bigger outcome on the match if you make a mistake with like a deck like this compared to a deck like Gardevoir. Gardevoir, you can make a ton of mistakes and still be completely fine. Yeah, it's more punishing to make a mistake in a deck like this than something like a Gardevoir. But the depth of Gardevoir is very high, obviously, and Gardevoir does reward better players more often than the average deck. So it's kind of like a Gardevoir rewards the better player probably at a higher rate than this deck does. Yeah, maybe it's close. Maybe new Gardevoir not quite as much. Old Gardevoir for sure, but the more Gardevoir has become just like a Fezandipiti Mew draw power deck, it definitely is less so. But it's like nothing. It's like not. I want to say this deck is like anything crazy in terms of like, yeah. It's gonna be tough. We'll see. Wait. Oh, I thought they had a 0 card hand. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Yeah. My hand's also dead, so well, I can turbo energize, but then I have nothing after that. So we're living off top decks. Physical bundle will be good in this deck. Bundle's honestly just good in every single deck. I could see bundle being okay. Well, the thing is, like, bundle is best to. You appreciate this 97 months there, gamer. Bundle is best to get around Badoo. But you can't nest ball for bundle. I guess like if you playing bundle in the trolley build has a little bit more merit because you can like get it out ahead of time before they item lock you. All right. Well, wait. Is there anything? No. I just have to turbo energize. I just gotta wait. How do I even? Oh, I could go in with Tatsu, right? I mean, how many energy did they get in the discard pile here? 5. Tatsu to the rescue. Sure. Any customers? Okay. I was just trying to think if it was always the Mist tier. I'm pretty sure it's always Mist tier. I kind of want Kangaskhan to be able to push up and draw cards with, right? So I think I get both here. I think I get Absol and Kangaskhan. Rise of Kangaskhan. Rise of Ursaluna. 2 Monkey. 3 Monkey. Yveltal, Pecharunt, Fez. Duck. 2 Penny, 2 Arven. One Town Store. Counter Gain, 2 Turbo Energize, 1's on the active, 1 Bravery Charm, 2 Bravery Charm, Mega Signal, 2nd Signal prize, and I priced 2 Nest Ball. Price 1 Nest Ball and something else. I mean, I should Bravery Charm the Absol, right? It's like it's all about just having like a. I mean, they can't one hit next turn anyways. Maybe I can like wait, just see how far they go next turn, and then decide from there. Yeah, I can just hold off on the Bravery Charm for now. Oh, wait, this is actually so much more winnable with Unfair Stamp, right? Oh, hold up. Oh, they are. Oh, they're down 1 jet. They still have Turo. They still have PAL Pad. Probably at least a 2nd jet, maybe a 3rd. Them having 3 jet wouldn't be crazy. Hazel, do you know why Jackson used Wing Attack Pidgeot in his Zard list? Besides being 10 HP higher, it has 2 retreat cost. It has 1 retreat cost. So I don't really quite get it. It's 1 retreat cost instead of free retreat. It's better against TM Devo and Vitality Banded Soul Rock. So like Soul Rock with Vitality Band KOs Pidgeotto. I think that's probably the main reason is the Vitality Band on the Cosmic Beam. Jackson said on the podcast it's just for the art. He actually said, oh, he said it's literally just for the art? Bro. Dude, take away his trophy, bro. Someone ban him. There's no way. There's no way, bro. That's bannable. Someone needs to ban him. Okay, that's also really annoying. I'm very tempted to just Turbo Energize again, to be honest. Yeah, very tempted to just Turbo Energize again. I think that's just my play. I want to like get an energy on my Munkidori here though. I'm gonna retreat. Yeah, I'd like to start moving damage off this guy, to be honest. I'll Bravery Charm this one, but it'd be nice to move 30 off. I'm not scared of like second boss here, really. I don't think they have second boss. They could have second boss, but I feel like they don't. Sick, brother. For all I've done for you, bro? Like, you're doing me like that? Are you kidding me? Oh, shoot, I didn't even mean to play that. No, I didn't want to play it. I thought about it. Dude, I literally let go. That's not even... Dude, fuck this. I did not mean to play that. I thought about it. I was like, wait, I'm shuffling my deck. And I was about to put him back. I was about to put it back. I was literally about to put it back. Y'all saw it. Everyone saw it. Insane. I literally was not going to play it. I literally wasn't even going to play it. Like... Honestly, that boss punch is so good for them. That was an insanely good for them. It's so bad that I misplayed that. It's chat's fault, though, man. It's always chat's fault. What did you do, chat? Are you kidding me right now? Because, like, here I could have gone Kangaskhan. I could have gone Ciphermaniac Kangaskhan for Unfair Stamp plus... Like, honestly, Unfair Stamp Punch 7. Unfair Stamp Punch is, like, reasonable, right? Also, Yveltal. Unfair Stamp Countercatcher the Yveltal is also pretty good. Dude. Why is chat trolling me, man? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have used this yet. No, I probably should use it. Not my fault. It's not my fault. Five prize cards left. I don't want a Fez here if I can avoid it. Eh. I want Unfair Stamp. Okay. I don't know why I grabbed this, to be honest, but it was probably fine. We just burn this at this point. I would rather, I think, clutch this, to be honest, but... If we get counter catcher here, we're definitely counter catching the squawk, or yeah, the squawk, yeah. Wanted me to be. I think technically they don't KO us currently, but you never know what they got in their hand. I get one of them. What do we get? All right, living off the top deck. 170. Yo, we're alive. We're living though. It has to be correct to put the 30 here, right? Because if I get a penny, well, I guess I'm like living off just a, maybe putting 30 here was actually bad, to be honest. Maybe it's not that good. That is another thing about playing the Unfair Stamp is like this matchup definitely has to improve with Unfair Stamp, right? But the Sarah Ledge player could also just like not attack. They could just like pass. Until they have like what my opponent had was boss. Well, no, but no, it's not terrible though. Penny top deck. Yeah, I don't know about actually putting the 30 here was actually maybe a misplay, to be honest. I could go for the counter catcher now on the squawk ability, which I kind of like that idea, to be honest, because their hand can't be that good. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that. If I knock out the act, I give him like Fez space. Maybe I'm trolling. Maybe this is trolling. I feel like this isn't trolling though. You know? Y'all ever have that feeling where it's like, actually, I'm not trolling? Because they would need like pivot card. Like, I don't care if they kill my Yveltal next turn, right? If they kill my Yveltal, who cares? So they would need like pivot mobility card plus Gust to actually like make me be annoyed, right? I'd be like, oh, that would suck. But if they don't have that, then we're chilling. They can't kill Yveltal? Wait, what do you mean? They could. Why not? Oh, work is done. I think I'm just gonna draw the prize cards and see what I get. Start building second Absol. Yeah, or I could set up second Munkidori. Like, we have the Penny now, so we have like... I could also just... Yeah, I could like Penny and then KO the active, to be honest. What's in here? Oh, Tatsugiri? That's my guy right there. I don't have an energy to build up into play anyways. I don't even know if that was correct, to be honest. Now I'm like, oh, wait, why did I do that? Yeah. I mean, it was nice to get the Fez out of play, right? Because once they take a knockout, they give me a bench space to work with. I got the mobility card in Latias, that should be good enough. I don't have to commit this yet, though, I guess. I can, like, wait and see what I topped. I can wait and see what they do before I actually play this. Because I could get another Munkidori here, but it doesn't even make a difference. So maybe it's just correct to play the Penny like that and just wait and see what they do. Is there a Penny the Absol to take the damage off? No, because if they draw out of it this turn, then we're in big trouble if I do that. If I Penny the Absol and then they have Jet Ceruledge, I just lose the game. Because I won't have enough stuff set up to respond to anything. So I definitely just keep this guy around as a possibility for sure. Yeah, I think we just chill, to be honest. As far as I know, his Ceruledge decks don't have that mobility, so hence I thought they can't kill Yveltal. Oh no, they play Jets and Turo and Palpad. They have plenty of ways to move the Squawkabilly, but they need to do it in combination with an attacker. After I made them dead draw, so. How was commentating? It was pretty good. It was pretty chill. Definitely was a little bit rough starting out on day one, but things got better as the weekend went on for sure. So if I ever do it again, I'll definitely be a lot more comfortable. Okay, I guess we're chilling. I want energy. I don't have energy. Do I start to build up Absol, or I build up another Munkidori? I probably start to build up an Absol, right? Or is Kangaskhan actually better at this point? I mean, it's Absol or it's something. Well, if I attack... No, I don't want to attack yet. Maybe it's just Absol. Pech? Oh, Pech could be good too, actually. Oh, and that would let me actually be... Okay, I actually like the Pech. I like the Pech. Good, because I can actually draw cards then, too. Good call on the Pech, actually. Because now I can go... Yeah. Pech is a really good shout, for sure. I start to build up an attacker, and then it also gives me draw power. Chill. How much is on this now? Sure, that's fine. Dude, I thought I had a penny in my hand. What the fuck? I thought I drew second penny there. Am I trolling? I guess I'm trolling. I thought, dude, I don't know why I thought that. I literally thought I had a penny in my hand. I don't know why. Did you move damage with thing to the cadet? Well, I thought I was going to be able to KO the... I did the math wrong as well. I thought I could KO Squawkabilly this turn with double Munkidori. But not only do I not have a penny in my hand, the math doesn't even work out at 70 HP. I literally thought I would be able to KO this next turn with double Monkey. That's why I made this play. I was like, oh, I can just like pick up the Yveltal, Nest Ball for Munkidori, bench Yveltal, attach, or bench Monkey, use the energy of the Yveltal. Obviously, none of this is true, but... It's all fake, it's all lies. I think I still set up for the Squawk KO though next turn, right? Well, I guess in this situation, well, I don't have the penny. I don't have this penny. Where's this penny coming from? This penny doesn't exist. All right. Keep inventing this penny in my head. Just put 30 on each cadet and attack with Absol.